Still here at the Dublin Tech Summit is absolutely buzzing, and I managed to get one of the speakers here today from Future Cities. It's Jonathan Reichental, very interesting man who's going to tell us, hopefully, a little bit about what you do for Future Cities. What exactly is the premise of that, and what are you advising people to do?
Sure. Well, I think the premise is it's a response to the current needs and future needs. I mean, you think about humanity is moving into cities.
Okay.
By the middle of the century, it's at 7-8 billion people. And if you think that cities are poorly prepared today, we add millions more people, the infrastructure won't be able to bear it. And you have things like the quality of air, quality of water, massive demands on energy.
Broadband,
having,
which in Ireland is a huge issue, yeah.
Yeah, it's a huge issue in the US. 40% of the world still doesn't wake up and have internet access.
Yeah, we forget that.
Yeah, we do. Folks like you and I, it's the first thing we do when we wake up, right?
Yeah.
And use it the whole day.
Yeah.
So it's a fascinating broad space because not only is it essential that we act,
right,
but the opportunity for innovators and entrepreneurs and technologists, and actually, frankly, all types of interesting people with skills and ideas to come forward and to do socially good things and even make some money.
I like that, socially good thing. So what you're saying is it's not about building structures, making them higher. It's not about digging down and making more companies. It's actually about being a bit more clever with what we do.
It is.
Okay.
And impacting people in a really meaningful way. My little story here is that I've spent a lot of my career using my brain, right?
Okay.
And when I joined a city, it was my first government job.
Okay.
It was like the biggest surprise of my life.
Because you lectured and you've traveled a lot with what you said. This is very different.
Yeah. And I'm really a private sector guy.
Okay.
And entering the public sector, and what the public sector does, it connects your brain with your heart.
With the people.
And because it's all about people at the center of everything. So for me, and I think for everybody who comes into this world, to be a technologist in particular, because that's the theme of what's going on here,
Sure.
It creates enormous meaning in work.
Okay. And is it working for you guys so far, getting that message out? Do you feel that people are responding? And do you think that this is something that we're all going to, in 10 years' time, our future cities are going to be fantastic? Or is it going to be a slow burn? You know what I mean?
I think the journey's longer than 10 years.
Okay.
In fact, in many ways, the work may never be done.
Okay.
Because could you ever imagine saying, the city is finished?
No,
Yeah,
but is there an example of a really good city that you
right.
think is kind of doing really well and
Really
developing? I don't know if Dublin is on the map in that sense.
Look,
yet.
I think Dublin's doing very good things. I think you've got Jamie Cudden, who runs Smart Dublin,
Okay.
and you've got really good support from the Dublin city manager.
Okay.
There's a lot of urban innovation happening at the private sector
Okay.
in Ireland. So I think, as you look across the global arena, and I have the privilege to travel a lot around the world,
Okay.
I would be proud of what's happening here.
Good.
But I would also say that all of us are at the beginning.
Sure.
There are great examples of work being done to manage traffic better, perhaps to be able to find a parking space, maybe to have better management of water.
Sure.
So that we're getting more drinkable water to more people. And that's, by the way, that's not a developing world problem. That's a developed world
Sure.
problem too.
And Canadian cities are very good at doing that, taking their congestion out.
Yes. So I'm always a little reluctant to say there's a leader, or you look at what these guys do, because every city is a little different.
Okay.
What's important for Dublin is not the same as what's important for Singapore or even Palo Alto, where I come from.
Okay.
So it's you've got to design the solutions for the particular needs of an environment.
Tell us how we're doing, how women in tech are doing.
Yeah.
How are we getting on? You would be watching that a little bit more closely than I would.
Yeah, I come from a Silicon Valley perspective on this topic. I'm very warmed to learn that Ireland is focusing on this.
Yes.
Look, it's not lost to me my entire career that it's been male-oriented.
Okay.
And what the heck is going on? Why is that? That's wrong.
Okay.
Right? We need incredible diversity. I mean, welcome everybody to the opportunities that tech presents,
Okay.
the economic opportunities, the ability to be a change agent in whatever you do.
And create product and innovation.
Right.
Yeah.
We don't have a great story in Silicon Valley.
Okay.
I'm upset and annoyed by that, and everybody should be. When we look at the demographics in some of the big notable tech companies, it trends towards middle-aged white men,
Okay.
like me.
Okay.
Right, so we need to fix that, and we need more women bringing amazing ideas into leadership. When you look around the C-suite, why aren't we seeing more women? Why aren't we seeing more women run more companies.
Okay.
And there's clearly some systemic challenges that all of us have to fix together. There's a hell of a lot of responsibility on men to step
drive
up
it,
and,
yeah.
and to fix this. And look, the trajectory is positive, but we're not in a good place right now, and I want to see that change.
It's a good message to leave it on, because what you're saying is it will hopefully change future cities and women in tech. And Jonathan, we're going to claim you as our own, because I just heard that you're from Dublin. Well, you're actually born and raised here. So I'm going to say Jonathan Reichental from Dublin. Thank you so much for
a proud Dubliner. Thank you.
Thank you.